Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Danish Freed from Ireland Education Office. Ireland Education Office is a private organization which is serving internationally and domestically in Pakistan, in Dublin and Bangladesh from last 20 years. And we are assisting students to make a dream come true for study abroad. And I am delighted to be your host for this insightful session. Ireland is renowned for its world-class education system, offering a perfect blend of academics and excellence and cultural richness. Whether you're a student looking to pursue your academic dreams or a parent seeking the best opportunities for your child, this webinar will provide valuable insights into Ireland's diverse institutions, the application process, and a clear roadmap to obtain a student visa. And today's our topic is Introduction to Higher Education in Ireland. And we are honored to have two distinguished speakers with us today. Ms. Nalinjana Shane, the Regional Manager for India and South Asia at Trinity College Dublin, one of the Ireland's most prestigious universities. Ms. Jennifer Hills, a professional in student recruitment, admissions management, and business development representing Independent College. Their expertise and experience will offer you in-depth perspective on studying in Ireland and navigating the pathway to academic success in the vibrant and welcoming country. Throughout this session, feel free to drop your questions in the chat box. We shall address them during the Q&A session and end of the presentations. Let's get started by inviting our first speaker, Miss Jennifer Hills from Independent College. Jennifer, please, over to you.
Thank you, Danish. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen very quickly here. So as Danish mentioned, we are, of course, representing Ireland as a destination for students looking for higher education. So starting off, just to introduce you effectively to why Ireland would be a beneficial destination to be considering. I will be the first to raise my hand and say that I'm biased when I say, of course, Ireland is the best destination for students. I have been living here for 11 years, having studied myself in a master's program here in Ireland at the first, and then ended up staying even longer because it is just that dynamic and interesting and beneficial as a destination to live. But aside from my experience, my voice is also joined by a number of other voices as well, where we've seen increased interest, especially in recent years, for Ireland, both as a place to visit, as well as a place to be studying. The Good Country Index says Ireland is officially the best country in the world. Lonely Planet names Ireland as one of the top countries to visit. And all of this is really surrounded by the fact that Ireland has a lot of opportunities to offer students. Since Brexit, we are now the largest English-speaking country in the European Union, allowing access to not just Ireland itself, but also the possibility for students to be able to travel and experience more of the European Union while studying in Ireland as well. And first and foremost, not to be understated, Ireland is quite simply a very safe and friendly destination. The Irish welcome is very much renowned throughout the world. It's something, again, that I myself have experienced, and one of the reasons why I'm still here, and one that we are also very, very proud of. We are ranked number 2 in the 2024 Global Peace Index, as one of the safest countries in the world. Not to be understated, the importance of that today in today's society. We have been hovering at the number 3 for the last several years. We've finally broken into number 2. And as I said, that is primarily because of the friendliness of the welcome that students can expect when coming to Ireland. Now, part of the opportunities, of course, and the main reason why we are here is simply because Ireland has a lot to offer international students. We have one of the best education systems in the world, an internationally renowned reputation for academic success worldwide, with education that's quality assured by the government of Ireland, by a governing body called Quality and Qualifications Ireland. All of the programs that are offered by Independent College do have this mark and this stamp of approval, this quality mark, which also means that these programs are globally recognized with particularly strong reputational and networking connections internationally, primarily in other English language countries surrounding the world, such as the US, Canada, Australia, where Ireland itself has our own emigration history, and those reputational links are still very much in place. In addition, for students who are looking at studying higher education in Ireland, there are also employment and visa opportunities that are available for students right here within the country, both during and after their studies. So during the studies in higher education, students would end up being on what is called a Stamp 2 student visa, which is a visa eligible for 12 months that they would renew for each year of the program that they're studying. Under this visa, of course, they are studying at least 15 hours per week, but they are also allowed to work part-time, so 20 hours per week during the school term. They're also allowed to work full-time during their holiday period, so in between the semesters of their college course. It is a great opportunity during their studies for students to be able to gain professional experience in addition to their educational experience. And even more significant, after successfully completing a higher education course in Ireland, after their graduation, they're eligible to renew their visa onto what's called the Stamp 1G visa, the third level graduate visa. This would be eligible for 1 year of this visa for students who complete a level 8 honors bachelor's degree, which is typically 3 or 4 years, depending on the institution, depending on the program that you're studying. They also are eligible if they complete a master's degree here in Ireland for a 2 years or 24 months onto the Stamp 1G visa, the same graduate visa, affectionately referred sometimes as the stay-back visa. Under this visa, students are allowed to work full-time throughout the year, so 40 hours a week. And again, this does also provide excellent opportunities for international students coming into Ireland to be able to gain not just professional experience within an international environment, but also opens up the possibilities for students perhaps to find additional work sponsorship for transitioning onto a work permit afterwards. Again, as I shared my story previously, that is exactly how I am still here in Ireland, having made the same trajectory with my own education and my own career. So I can attest firsthand that it is a process that works and has very much put a stamp on my own life. Now, in terms of employment opportunities, this is also another benefit of studying in Ireland, simply because post-graduation employment tends to be plentiful in Ireland. We are the headquarters for a lot of multinational institutions, primarily within the technological, pharmaceutical, financial sector, a lot of very well-known, internationally recognized names that you will undoubtedly be very familiar with. Our location here, or the headquarters of these within Dublin or within Cork, but within Ireland as a general location, has us affectionately known as the Silicon Valley of Europe. And these types of international companies are oftentimes seeking international workforces, students who have the underpinning, the foundation of the quality Irish education that they will gain from one of Ireland's institutions, but who also have the market knowledge and in many cases the market languages that would be significant from their home country. And it's largely due to this that post-graduation opportunities tend to be quite plentiful. Recent studies have shown that 82% of graduates would be working within 9 months after completing an undergraduate degree. 90% are working within that same 9 months after completing a postgraduate, a master's qualification. And Ireland in general also has a very low unemployment rate at the moment, which is at 4.4%. So a lot of very positive statistics in terms of the education sector within Ireland. Now, as I mentioned, or rather as Danish introduced me, I'm representing Independent College. I'm the head of student admissions here at the college, and we are a private college offering specialized programs at undergraduate and postgraduate level, specifically within the fields of business and law. So I'm just going to give a very, very brief overview as to the courses that we offer, as well as I'll move on to effectively why you might be considering independent college specifically for the institution that you might want to study in. So at the moment, as I said, we do have specialized programs in the fields of business and law, including 3-year honors bachelor's degrees within the named degrees of business studies, marketing, and accounting and finance. As I said, the level 8 degree, just a reminder, that is eligible after graduation for 1 year onto the Stamp 1G visa for you afterwards. And one of the main benefits of the college that we offer is very much our affordability, especially on an international student basis. For our bachelor's degrees, you would be looking at for September intake, a fee of $7,900 for the first year, which drops down to the European rate for subsequent years for all progressing students, which would be a fee of $5,300 per year in year 2 and 3. And as mentioned, it is only a 3-year program, which means it is very much, it's a streamlined, intense curriculum, but you do have the additional opportunities afterwards and on a streamlined basis. In addition, we also offer a 1-year top-up degree, a bachelor's honors in international business. This is also a level 8 degree. So again, eligible for 1 year onto the Stamp 1G visa afterwards. And it is required for effectively this upskills students from what would be considered an ordinary bachelor's degree. So some higher education must have been achieved previously, upskilling them up to the level 8 degree. So that level 8 degree being eligible again for that Stamp 1G visa afterwards, but also what is typically required for entry into a level 9 master's program. So this provides that bump to bump students up from the level 7 up to the level 8. Okay, and then finally, the last program that we currently have available for applications and active recruitment would be our Master of Arts in Dispute Resolution, a very unique interdisciplinary program at a level 9 postgraduate level that provides students the skills and the practicalities of resolving professional disputes. It incorporates aspects of law, business studies, international relations, and it is very unique and very employable in that respect in a number of different sectors. And you'd be looking at a tuition fee of €10,200 for a 1-year program in that respect. Okay. Now, just as a sneak peek as well, Independent College is anticipating on having further Master of Science programs shortly available, undergoing validation as we speak. These will include 1-year programs, Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence, Data Analytics, as well as Business Analytics, and a 4th one that is not yet pictured would be in Digital Business. We're very excited about these. As I said, we are a specialist college in business and law, but we are incorporating, as you can see, aspects of IT as well in order to provide more versatility to the curriculum that we currently offer our students. Now, I will be handing over very shortly, but just to conclude effectively as why you might be considering independent college for your future career, for your future career development and your educational development. We are a specialist college in the fields of business and law with high quality, internationally recognized programs accredited by QQI. We are located in Dublin city centre, so smack dab in the middle of all of the hustle and bustle, everything that you might need to have access to within very easy walking distance. As we've gone over, we also offer a very competitive fee structure, affordable for international students. And in terms of the services that we offer, they can include comprehensive student support services across both intakes every year. So students can start in either September or February. In addition to that, one of the unique aspects of our programs is our timetabling for only 3 days of the week, giving students an additional 2 days off every week as well. And then, of course, always very relevant would be, as discussed, post-graduation employment opportunities, which do tend to be plentiful, particularly due to our location, which is very close to the financial district in Dublin, the IFSC, as well as Silicon Docks, where you'll find the headquarters of a lot of those tech giants. And of course, our qualifications, select qualifications, also have professional recognition in certain professional qualifications as well, including exemptions for the ACCA, CIMA, AIA in our Bachelor of Arts in Accounting and Finance, and recognition from the IPMO for mediation for our Masters in Dispute Resolution. So I do think that is a very, very quick whistle-stop tour, of course. There's a lot more to be said with regards to the opportunities that we have to offer for the college. If you do have any questions, our team is more than happy to respond to anyone wanting to reach out. Please do feel free to contact us, or of course, Ireland Education Office, with whom we've been working for a number of years, and who would be more than happy to help direct you to the best course for your future career.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your in-detail insights about higher education system in Ireland, available opportunities in independent college. And we have few questions, okay? So I think we should to go towards Nilanjana Shane first. And in the end of this session, then we will go for the Q&A sessions, okay? And then we will discuss about the questions and answers in details. So Nilanjana, please, it's over to you. You can share your perspective and information to your audience. Over to you.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me well, though my video has some issues.
Yeah, you're audible and it's good to go.
Perfect. So thank you, Jennifer, for giving us a good overview. I will skip those parts of my slides which you have already covered. Before that, thank you very much, everyone, and the Ireland Education Office for having me here. And I'll quickly tell you, adding to what Jennifer has already mentioned about how Ireland can indeed supercharge your higher education and also your career prospects. I'll skip this video and move straight on to one of the elements of what is the location, because that is something which students often want to know more about. So Ireland is just about 13 hours, less than 13 hours away from Pakistan. And it is right in the heart of the world and is rightly called the gateway between continental Europe and the US. From UK, it takes about 1 hour to reach Ireland and around 2 hours from mainland Europe. US and Canada are also not too far away, just about 7 hours. And again, reiterating on what Jennifer has already mentioned, Ireland is often referred to as the Emerald Isle due to its lush green landscapes and abundant vegetation. And the rolling hills, the countryside, and coastal areas feature a vibrant green color, particularly in the spring and summer months. So a great place to be. Some other pictures, breathtaking indeed. Now, why you should be studying in Ireland, apart from whatever Jennifer has already mentioned, there's so many things which add value to Ireland as an overseas destination. In spite of being a small country, both in size and population, it has indeed carved out a distinct position for itself on the global map. And according to the IMF, in the past 8 years, Ireland has surpassed larger countries like the US and wealthy nations like Qatar to become the world's third richest country with a per capita GDP of over 101,000 USD. Now, this statistic has a direct impact on the quality of life, on the starting salaries, and the general employability of graduates there. And Ireland also has a rich legacy of educational excellence and a vibrant creative culture, which has earned it the nickname of being the land of saints and scholars. It is also the third safest country in the world, with the third highest quality of life in the EU, making it an attractive, a very friendly, and definitely a very welcoming destination for international students. It is, of course, an English-speaking country, and 98% of Irish people speak English. It has been the official language since 1922. And apart from the graduate scheme visa, Ireland also offers a critical skills visa called Stamp 1A, which is a longer one, which lasts for 4.5 years. Some of the reasons why Ireland is such a wonderful launchpad for careers. It is the fastest growing economy in the EU. It is also the second most competitive and among the most resilient economies of the world as well. It is home to over 1,200 leading global companies. And like Jennifer mentioned, many of them have their European headquarters in the country. ICT, financial services, medical tech, and biopharma are the key sectors of Irish economy. This slide presents the economic climate more comprehensively. So Ireland is world's second largest exporter of IT and computer services. Global giants like Google, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Twitter, Intel, Accenture, HP, IBM, PayPal are some of the big names. Many of them, like I said, have their European headquarters here, while Dublin is Europe's hub of top gaming companies like EA, Big Fish, PubCap, Zynga, Jolt, Havoc, Riot Games, and numerous other organizations. Neck to neck with ICT is the financial services sector in Ireland, which is led by more than 250 global firms and half of world's top 50 banks, such as the Bank of Ireland, the Bank of America, Bank of Montreal, Ulster Bank, Barclays, AIB, EBS, ACC, KBC, and DIPFA banks. The third key sector is biotech, pharma, and biopharma, driven by over 300 leading companies such as Johnson & Johnson, GlaxoSmithKline, Novartis, Abbott, Bayer, and many more. And this makes Ireland the top European country for international pharmaceutical investment. Medical technology is another sector that has made Ireland a global leader for medical device and diagnostic products, and the second largest employer of medtech professionals in Europe. We have more than 450 world-leading companies like Becton Dickinson, Boston Scientific, Guidant, Medtronic, and Stryker that are involved in developing, manufacturing, and marketing medical devices, and thereby offering substantial employment opportunities for STEM graduates. Essentially, what these statistics mean for international students such as yourselves is a solid return on investment through an abundance of industry interface and also industry integration. The capital city, Dublin, is a young, friendly, cosmopolitan European capital city, very well connected to the whole of Europe, and it is also one of the best student cities in the world, offering a safe and stimulating experience as a UNESCO City of Literature, while also being a global tech hub. These are the various institutions, higher education institutions in Ireland, and these would include universities, colleges, technical institutes, and like Independent College, which are the specialist colleges. Some of our universities are among the top in the world. For example, Trinity College Dublin, where I work, is ranked 87th in the world according to the latest QS World Rankings. Other Irish universities such as University College Dublin or UCD, University of Galway, and University College Cork are consistently ranked among the top 500 universities in the world. Irish institutions as a whole produce highly skilled graduates with a global perspective, strong work ethic, and expertise in a vast range of fields, including STEM, healthcare, business, and the creative arts. And all of this contributes to Ireland's reputation as a hub for innovation and also talent. Now to tell you about Trinity, which is Ireland's top-ranked university. We were founded in 1592 by Queen Elizabeth I under the same legal charter as Oxford and Cambridge. With a history of 430 years, Trinity is one of the 7 ancient universities, and it continues to be among the top 100 universities of the world today. This is our global campus that is consistently ranked among the most beautiful campuses in the world. And indeed, it is a breathtaking blend of the old and the new. So we have cobbled squares, we have historic buildings and green playing fields, along with extensive state-of-the-art modern facilities, including the sports center, the science gallery, the nanoscience research center, the long room hub, and the biomedical sciences institute. Trinity's campus is part of Dublin's global innovation hub, surrounded by numerous corporate giants, which you can see on the slide, including Google, Facebook, Stripe, HubSpot, Airbnb, LinkedIn, Bank of Ireland, Frontline, among other big names. These organizations are also our closest partners, and we collaborate for development of our course curriculum, for projects and internship opportunities of our students, running research projects together, as well as full-time employment of our graduates. Our campus is also Ireland's largest research center, and we are globally recognized as a research-led institution. We host national centers which are funded by the Government of Ireland through Science Foundation Ireland, or SFI, alongside our own research institutes. So these are the ones that I was talking about, the national research centers in green, and Trinity's own institutes, which are listed here in blue. For example, Connect and Adapt are 2 national research centers which are hosted within our School of Computer Science. And our School of Engineering hosts one of the 5 global centers of Intel. And I'm very proud to say that the one at Trinity is among the best performing one in the world. There are so many things to talk about Trinity, but I am mindful of the time, so I'll try to quickly sum up some of the key stats. I've already talked about our long history and our global standing. In addition, with over 500 top-notch industry partners like Google, Microsoft, IBM, Intel, Facebook, Pfizer, and GlaxoSmithKline, we are also ranked among the top 100 in the world for employability of our graduates. Overall, we are a medium-sized university with about 21,000 students from 125 countries, and these include about 6,500 postgrad and nearly 15,000 undergrad students. 34% of our student body and 40% of our academic staff are international, which makes us the 31st most international university in the world, according to the latest Times Higher Education World Rankings. We are also the only Irish university to be part of the prestigious LERU, that is the League of European Research Universities, and we are the recipient of largest amount of research funding in Ireland, and our annual research income is over 100 million euros. We have research collaboration with almost 5,000 global institutions, and all our teaching staff are PhD scholars, and a majority are thought leaders in their respective fields. We have these 3 faculties and 24 schools, offering about 120 bachelor and 170 master degree programs. Trinity has always been at the forefront of offering innovative courses and preparing students for real-world challenges. We prioritize sustainability, and many of our programs reflect this commitment. For example, our MSc Energy Science program aims to help meet a strategic objective of European Commission, that is to reduce CO2 emissions by 30% by 2030. The program prepares graduates for highly sought-after careers in conservation, sustainability, environmental policymaking, education, and research. Apart from this, we offer various pioneering courses such as cancer survivorship, immunotherapeutics, development practice, zero carbon technology, climate adaptation engineering, quantum science and technology, entrepreneurship in smart medicine, healthcare infection management, and many, many more. And many of these programs are also funded by various agencies of Irish government, such as Human Capital Initiative Pillar 3 and Future Jobs Ireland. Over 1,800 employers recruit Trinity graduates. Here is a sample of employers who have attended campus fairs or advertised through My Career portal, which is managed by our career services and available only to Trinity students. This is about the post-study opportunities in Ireland, which Jennifer has already covered. Typically, graduates with an award of NQF level 8 is the bachelor degree, and they qualify for the graduate immigration permission of up to 12 months. And the third level graduate scheme permission allows students who have graduated with a master degree from an Irish higher education institution to remain in Ireland for 24 months or 2 years to seek employment. When planning for any kind of higher education admission, it is essential to factor in the visa process and requirements as well. All Irish institutions assist students with comprehensive information to ensure they meet all the documentation requirements, both for admission and also for their post-study work. We also work with local agencies such as Ireland Education Office, which is our trusted partner, to facilitate the application, admission, fee payment, and visa process. So they will be very happy to assist you. And I hope you found the session to be useful. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them, and I will be very happy to answer them along with Jennifer. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Yes, thank you, Nalinjana. Thank you so much for your insights. And we have a few questions in our chat box. And I tried my best to address them step by step during the conversation, but we have few questions for you. There is an Shahryar Ahmed, and his question is, what are the requirements of Trinity College for masters? And could you please explain about the master's requirements?
So the master's requirements would vary from program to program, but typically what we require is a first-class bachelor degree. We need an English language proficiency certificate, such as an IELTS or TOEFL or PTE. We also accept Duolingo. And we need 2 academic LORs. You can also supplement with 1 professional reference and a personal statement. For some programs, there also might be an interview with the course director. So it is all on a case-by-case basis, and all applications are looked at by the academic staff individually.
Perfect.
Question.
All right, Jennifer, there is a question related about independent college. We have a student who is asking about, he has filed his visa few months back, around 1 month and 15 days ago. As independent college Dublin, his class is going to start around 17th of Feb. Okay, so what advice you gave to him? Should he has to wait for the visa decision, and or independent college is going to accommodate the student? What are the chances, please?
Yes, so a few things to keep in mind here. Firstly, yes, a month and a half feels like a long time. Unfortunately, visa process at the moment is taking longer than we have seen in previous years. It's around 12 weeks at this time. Now, the good news is that as independent college, our February intake starts in mid-February. You do still have a few extra weeks. It doesn't start in January. You have a couple extra weeks to be receiving your visa decision before the start date of classes. In addition, independent college, while classes will start on the February 17th that week, we do also offer a grace period of an additional 2 weeks after the start date of classes, where students who are still awaiting their visa are able to arrive late and start their classes late as well, by virtue of having a delayed visa. I do just want to flag, of course, that if your visa is late and you do need to arrive late, it is up to the student to be catching up on the material missed in the first 2 weeks, but we do have we will set up meetings with the program advisor, the learner support team, to be able to help you in that period to catch up on your materials. For students, we will be in contact with you. In fact, we have been reaching out just in the last 2 weeks for any students whose visas are still pending, requesting updates, yes, but also requesting for you to submit your visa application number so that we can also lobby on your behalf with the embassy itself. And any support that we can provide in that sector, we do advise you to contact us directly.
Perfect. Thank you, Jennifer. We have multiple questions, and Zanera Faruqi with us, and she is asking about why Ireland don't allow dependents. So I'm going to address this question. Ireland is allowed to allow you during the dependent visa status on not during your academics. You can applicable during your post-study work. So this is the immigration policies. You have to follow this policy. So next one we have, what about the PSW after studies? So I think we have a same information all across the Ireland, all across the globe. After undergraduation, you are going to get 1 year PSW. And after your post-graduation, you are applicable for the 2-year post-study work. And then you're good to go for your PR-ship and the job placements. So if anyone, please, you have any relevant question, you can ask into the chat box. I'm going to convey this question to my speakers, and they are available to address these queries. Okay, so there is a question for both of you guys, and Shahriyar Ahmed with us, and he's asking about the study gap. So what is the criteria in independent college? And then later on, we can go towards Nalijna. So respectively, Jennifer, you can go with the question, please.
So when it comes to study gaps, the college actually does recognize that professional experience, whether after your secondary school, if you're going for a bachelor's, or even in between a bachelor's and a master's degree, we do recognize that professional experience can also provide value to the student profile. In that way, we do not specify a maximum limit for a study gap, dependent on the program that you are applying for. However, I do need to flag that study gaps are actually, while less of a barrier for admission into the college, study gaps are looked at very, very closely when it comes to the visa application. And so while we have less limitations on the study gap there, I would be advising you to consult with Ireland Education Office in terms of their advice regarding study gaps, specifically for the visa application.
I think it's all clear, and okay. So audience, please, if you have any relevant question and later on you want to confirm about some requirements for the student visa, you can approach Ireland Education Office, and we are working since 1992 and assisting students internationally. And we are assisting students study abroad services. Ireland Education Office provides one-to-one counseling sessions along with students, visa assistance. A good and strong visa applications will decide your future. So therefore, Ireland Education is helping you to guide you with all the loose ends addressed during your counseling sessions in Ireland Education Office. So thank you so much, my respective speakers, Jennifer and Nalijna. Thank you so much for your time and your detailed insights as an study education in Ireland, higher education in Ireland, and available opportunities in independent college and Trinity College. So guys, thank you so much. If you want to add some note, it's over to you. Otherwise, we are good to go.
Thank you very much. I just want to make one point, which is valid not just for Ireland, but if you're going to study abroad, it is always best to plan early. And that applies for your admissions, for your accommodation, and your visa. So planning ahead, and that will also help you when you are an international student. Time management is a very essential skill for your education. So that is my only advice, in addition to all the information that we've shared.
Thank you, Nalija. So nice of you.
I would reiterate that as well. Procrastination is not your friend in terms of your visa application, in terms of your application for the college. Most institutions in Ireland are applications for intakes do open around 10 to 12 months in advance to the start date. And we do advise taking advantage of the full time. The more time you give yourself, the more time you also have to be able to be preparing documentation, to be preparing, and also to account for any mistakes or anything missing with certain applications. The less time you grant yourself, the less mistakes are allowable during that entire process. So do give yourself that time. It will also cut back on your own stress levels. I can speak from experience as well. And then also just to reiterate, or rather to encourage anyone who is looking at studying in Ireland, one of the benefits of the Irish institutions, and really about higher education in general, is the community that does tend to be built surrounding you, not just within the institution, but within Dublin as a whole. As Nilanjana and I have both mentioned, Dublin is a very vibrant city, and there is a lot to offer students on a professional level, on an educational level, but also on an experience level. A study abroad experience should be able to open your horizons, should be able to give you something that you wouldn't be able to have, you wouldn't achieve back in your home country. And so I do strongly recommend students to take advantage of that by getting involved in your university, in your institution when you are arriving, getting involved in your community, looking to expand on those interests, and to really make the most of your experience.
So thank you so much, Jennifer. And dear audience, please make it quick because Ireland Embassy is taking more than 4 months for your visa status. So please submit your applications. Early applications will be served as earliest convenience. So if you are willing to go in this upcoming September intake, so Ireland Education Office is taking application week in next month, 12th of Feb in Lahore, and relevant other sub offices, Karachi, Islamabad, Faisalabad, and internationally Bangladesh as well. So please reach your local nearest Ireland Education offices and get free consultation and get free visa assistance as well. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending.